back at the Central America table. And we got some communist player moves to be made. It's been a long time since we've been able to sit down. I'm only able to play these games on the weekend now that the summer's kicked in. So, this is a little update. It is the communist player turn. I am the communist player in the red, maroon type units. El Salvador units are in blue. I've moved a bunch of insurgency units during the insurgency movement phase. They can move 4 hexes no matter what. And we moved them all up here. And now switch some units that were here on over to take care of this attack, so we can go ahead and attack from these 3 hexes and not have to attack anybody else but this hex. These 2 units here, where my pen's pointing to, were created during my insurgency placement phase. These units here were over here on the game track. They were eliminated units that were eligible to be reorganized. They were successfully reorganized at the cost of 3 insurgency placement points. One unit I had to pay an extra point for, but he was able to organize now, and is currently the Allied aerial counterinsurgency phase. You can see here it's turn number 9, and it's a turn that doesn't have a gray block on it, which means aerial counterinsurgency is allowed. Now, when we do have these open turns, I like to bait my opponent into wasting some air units on counterinsurgency. So far, he's done it every time, and the air units are definitely valuable. So I'll happily trade 2 units away to take care of those, use up those air units, and he's used them every time. We'll see if he uses them this time, but that's my main goal. If he don't, well, then I got 2 extra units on the board. But every time he's had a chance to, he has used it. Now I do have to pay a price and insurgency placement points. We can see I got pretty many. The communist players got a good supply, but it's worth it for me to waste some of those air units. So we'll see what happens there. Now, generally, just the reason I like this area here is because if he wants to come into attack, my main trench is right here. This is the main source of the El Salvador or Salvadoran players' victory points. He wants that trench. He's through stupidity in the earlier part of the game. I had another trench over here, and he moved on into it and captured it. I didn't think he had enough movement points, but he did. And he got to it. It was hats off to him. But I got to hang on to this one because this is worth 3 victory points if he can get it. Therefore, I'm moving these units around, so if he does attack, he has a soak-off attack and attack across this river, which gives me extra die roll modifiers. These guys here are attacking across the river too, but I'm thinking of launching air missions and get me some close air support. I can get me a +2 die roll modifier if I launch, if my air units can successfully launch a close air support mission. So I'm moving these units here. We're right here, insurgency units back here, because I'm playing a big attack on Santa Ana, and I need this helicopter unit. Not this turn. He's not going to help out in this attack, but he's going to transport over to here. These guys here can garrison the spot where he lands and rebases. That'll put him within range of this. Now my opponent will see these units here and see this helicopter and kind of, know what I'm going to do and prepare for it. It'll foreshadow, but we'll have to take that chance. I just want to get him closer to the fighting over. That's a big prize at Santa Ana when it comes to communist victory points. So far the score is Communist 13, Allies 12. That's the state of it. Units turned sideways have moved, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's aerial counterinsurgency. It's been a week or so since I've been able to send my opponents some moves, so I've been busy at work, busy doing lawn work. My lawnmower broke down, so I kind of just fertilized and sprayed last weekend, and oh boy, we had a jungle out there, so I had to go old Home Depot first thing this morning and give me a nice lawnmower too. Oh, that sucker runs good. Did all my work, and whew, it's been a long week, but it's good to sit down and play some games. Maybe we'll get over to this table next. But that's what's going on so far Victory points, Communists 13, Allies 12. We'll be back.